Okay, so I have approximated where top dead center will be once I get the crankshaft in place and the piston in place. I know that it points down a little bit, and the reason I'm doing that is so I can do valve clearances, and an initial valve clearance anyway. And the clearances for this particular motor are between 8 and 12. And you have to use a feeler gauge. And here's an oldie. Let me see if I can, yeah, that's upside down, I guess. Everything's upside down. There you go. 0.08 thousandths. See that? But I don't want to use this valve clearance tool, this feeler gauge. Look at how bent up that puppy is. That's from back in the day, adjusting valves with an engine running. And probably the most I did those were for old Chevrolet 6-cylinders. And before they had hydraulic valves like a 216 or maybe even early 235 and some other motors, and you'd crank them up, and you can do them manually, but it takes a lot more time to set each cylinder to top dead center and do your valves, and then one cylinder, and then go to the next one and get it to top dead center, and so on and so forth. Well, you can do it by having it running. And when it's running, you just keep adjusting one cylinder at a time, and you keep feeling it while you're adjusting the lifter. And of course, your hand is bouncing up and down while you're doing it. Well, that's the way we did it. It was faster. And when you're doing it for a customer, you got to do it the quick way many times. And it was sufficient to do the job. So the clearances for these are between 8 and 12. And you can see there's an 8 and there's a 12. And as I showed you, I have this set approximately at top dead center, which is where you need this to be. And we're going to try an 8 thousandths in here first. This is on our intake valve. And 8 slides in there pretty nicely. And I'm going to try a 12. And that one fits even better. That's just about perfect. And yeah, so we're going to go with that one, and let's try this one here on the exhaust valve. And this one's a little bit snugger on the 8 thousandths, and I don't know if I'm going to get 12 in here or not. No, 12 ain't even going to go. So we know it's between 8 and 12. And that's all that matters. So our valves should be fine. Once I get the piston put in and get the crankshaft in, I'll test them again once I know that it's exactly at top dead center. So that's it for today. There's the tools we used today. Our feeler gauge. What did I do with my, oh, there it is. There's the tools I used today. Oil can. I use this along with this to get my valve keepers in place, and then our feeler gauges. So we have our valves all installed and ready for the next step. So hold on to your hats. Tomorrow is another day, or maybe if I get really rambunctious and I decide I want to turn the heat on, I'll come out again later on, but I'm going in for lunch. I don't know about you. It's already 2:30 in the afternoon. I think it's time to eat. Thanks for watching. Bye now.